Right, well, we're post-match here at the Technique Stadium. Wanderers on the end of a 3-1 defeat here to Chesterfield this afternoon. I'm joined by Wanderers manager Mark White. Mark, get your take on the game.
Do you know what? I just thought after sort of 15 minutes in, we were so good today. I thought, we are extremely disjointed at the moment. And I thought the boys were put out there, played really well, gave a really good account of themselves. Obviously, it's the case that you have to get everything right when you play teams like Chesterfield. If you look at the game broadly, they very much dominated the first 10-15 because we decided to give them an overload. We then got bored of that and said, let's just go and full press. And I thought that then changed the game really. And up until half time, I thought we was playing a better football. I think Chesterfield were largely in that sort of half an hour before the break. I think they were largely not penetrating us. I thought we had a foothold of the game, and then obviously we can see the penalty on 45 minutes. Did it change the game? Well, I guess it does, doesn't it? You go in 0-0, you're doing really well. I need to watch it back. Ed's saying he fell into him, and he also does it. He's not so sure it was even in the box.
I have to say, from my view, I was over the far side, did look soft in real time. It looked like he was going to back him in. So I think Ed's been unfortunate there in the sense he was backing in as he went in the box.
Ed's saying he was backing in and he fell on him, and as he come down, he had hold of him, but to almost to sort of stop himself getting hurt type thing. And there were no players around it, and obviously a crowd, and then it's a penalty. I think when you watch it back, I think at the moment I'd say 50-50 at best. It's a penalty. I'll have to watch that one back. But second half, first half we lost two players, Barry Fuller, Luke Moore.
Yeah, well, so come on to it. We obviously lost those two. Lost Ed fairly early into the second half as well, didn't we? So how are we looking at those guys?
Well, no, I mean the thing for me was it's just very difficult because I thought during the second half we were so deserving of that equaliser, and it's a brilliant equaliser.
Superb team goal.
Team goal, back to front, what we're known for, fans going crazy. They probably made their day that goal anyway. Shane gets another goal. What a goal. And we're so dominant at 1-1. At 1-1, we are so dominant in that game. Now, this is not about hard luck stories, it's about facts. I thought Paul's two changes, fresh legs, changed the game. We didn't have any changes. We played two in the first half. We were limited in changes. We had a couple of boys that were struggling. And in the end, I thought they overran us. In the end. But there was just that spell, wasn't there? There was that sort of 10-15 minutes at 1-1 where we looked more likely. And we looked really threatening. We were putting great balls across the box. We'll go home frustrated. That's the best word, isn't it? We'll all be frustrated today. A rubbish penalty to give away, probably not a penalty. They've got a good call for a penalty in the second half, I think, on DJ in the second half. There was a massive shirt pull on Jimmy just before their second goal. It should be given. I kind of think if you look at the decisions of the referee across the 90, it's almost evened itself out.
It very much felt like that as the game progressed. You're absolutely right there. In terms of the lads who did go off then, Mark, how are we looking with the three of them?
Well, Luke Moore can't feel his leg. I don't quite know what injury that is. Rigor mortis or something. But I said to the boys, look, I love you to death, but if I had £1 for every time we've made two subs this year before the 50th minute, it's really hard. But we was already a bit unlucky this week with the sickness bug and players that couldn't be here because of that. Then the two boys off in the first half, give away a penalty. We've done so well. I'm very, very positive on where we're at. I felt like today was a proper Wanderers performance. They never gave in, they dug deep. I think the Chesterfield fans I thought were amazing. I think this club as well is a great club as well. I think it's really important to get a lot of shit clubs. It's very important to point out the ones that are really good. They look after guests. The fans, turn up and then they get behind their team properly. For me, it was a great performance. I don't give a shit about, our run of form or where we are and all that stuff, there is a long way to go. And what I want us to do is really develop individually. Like, I can see from watching DJ how much he's developed as a player since he's been here and playing in this division. And I've said to the boys, you've got to be consistent with that. Jeb was excellent when he came on, really good. But I've criticised Jack for being so in and out. And I said to Jeb, you've got that's the measure. Look at what DJ's done here. Like, that's got to be you. You can do it. Do you want it week in, week out? Isaac hasn't played in 3 weeks, done really well. Jimmy the same. So if you look at it on balance, mate, we're going to enjoy our pitch on the bus. Yeah, our results not ideal, but it was one of those days that got away from us. But there was a load of positives for us today. I'm really pleased. That entitles us to nothing on Tuesday against Maidstone. That entitles us to absolutely nothing. But realistically, we are developing, we're learning, and we actually feel now like we can come to venues like this and get results. We really feel that way. And I felt today like we could have got a result. And let me tell you, 1-1, I really thought we were going to win the game. Well done to Chesterfield. Dynamic players. Great changes by Paul. Good changes.
So that energy they brought on late on there, what's the difference really, was it? And that's what got them the 2 goals in 2 minutes, and that was it. Yeah,
we couldn't match it. We couldn't match it, mate. And that really, they just overrun us. But no, for me, I remember that brilliant sort of first 20 minutes of the second half, where as the away team, having conceded a penalty on the stroke of half time, we rolled our sleeves up and we played some great football. And we are building this team. Archie Proctor done really well under pressure. He'll come on a mountain for that. That was great to see. So, mate, honestly, I'm actually quite happy. And thanks to the fans for travelling all the way up here. Thank you so much. And not just all of our locals from Dorking, all the bunch of amateur guys that come up here that followed us today, and the Chesterfield fans that watch the show and all the rest of it. This team is honestly on its way forward, I'm excited about where we're going to take it. That's where we are.
Brilliant. And the official number was 79 away fans on the announcement. So yeah, kudos to them. Great noise from that corner over there. Brilliant. Yeah. We take the positives to Maidstone Tuesday, and we go again.
Go again. It's going to be really tough, Dan. I think it's going to be really tough because it's that is this division, mate. But you're as likely, to be honest, mate, you're as likely to win here as you are to beat Maidstone. Really, we're definitely building a much bigger belief in where we are now. I see it in the players. I see us competing. I think we're acclimatising. I think I know what I want and who I want as well. So we have got. I'll be honest. We have got injuries at a Tuesday. Bobby was hanging on for dear life. Jimmy was touching every part of his body. I don't know what's wrong with Jimmy. So we'll have to sort of see where they're at. But you know what, mate? Let's pack out Meadowbank, can we? Like Chesterfield fans did brilliantly today. Let's make a noise on Tuesday night. Get behind the lads. Get a win. Get a good result, and then build on that over Christmas, mate. That's where we are.
Absolutely. Brilliant. Thank you for your time, Mark.
Cheers,
much appreciated.
Cheers,
We'll catch up Tuesday.
Bye, mate.